To the
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to. Hey, I'm kind of half cut off there, aren't I? Nick, you're hogging too much of the screen.
come on, everybody, come this way.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Salt City Live podcast. Casey Joe Gimmel's hanging out with us tonight. And so, Casey Joe, thank you again so much immensely for everything you're doing to help this Kids Night kick off so strong, so great. And we got so many things going on with this Kids Night thing. It's crazy. I did get confirmation today. The big ladder fire truck is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Coming. So we got a lot of stuff happening. So anyways, hope everybody was on live and saw the sponsors. We'll go through those at the end of the show because we got to talk about every one of those, all the great sponsors we have helping us put this thing together from that part. But anyway, Casey Joe, I'm going to turn it over to you a little bit and talk about what all we have coming, what's going to happen so the kids know what to do when they come through the gate, all that good stuff. We're going to have some tickets for them. But we also, hey, Gus, where's that bat? The bat, not the ball, the bat. I need that because every night if Nick messes up, I can bonk him on the head. How about that?
I didn't know
I'm going to keep it right here.
Weapons. I thought I was
It's just a wake up call.
Hey, you may you may have that plastic bat, but I got the 1 1/8 inch, so be ready.
Watch out. Anybody ever watched Ford versus Ferrari?
Yeah.
Watch it. I can't tell you how many times I've watched that
Love
show.
it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing on Friday? First of all, we're racing.
Oh,
and
yes.
I am jacked about that. Got my car ready to roll.
Are you ready? Is it in the trailer yet?
Well, it's going to be in the trailer after this.
All right.
So, but we are so pumped to get all y'all kids back out there. And I actually just went on a little bit of a shopping spree because I had somebody send me some money for some prizes, and I picked up a sweet razor. I know we've
And a bat.
I've got a wiffle ball bat.
And a
We've
ball.
got like the ball. We've got the little. Anybody remember these like Velcro things?
Oh, Everett has some of those. We play it all the time.
This is awesome. You can even play this inside. If it's
Oh,
racing.
yeah.
Got a
Give me that ball.
volleyball. Which one?
I'm kidding.
You want to whack somebody?
I was thinking
Okay.
about it.
So all kinds of fun stuff. I know we've got bikes coming.
Yes.
And
I don't know how many bikes we have, but I got one on the
I
showroom.
think we got. I think we're gonna have quite a few.
Yeah. And I've had different drivers messaging me telling me they're going to bring more stuff. We're supposed to look up there. Is that what we're supposed to do?
No, that's Gus's joke. He thinks I'm always looking down.
Okay.
Well, you are always looking down. You're always looking at your phone.
Oh, speaking of that, I need to see where.
Correct.
If I got any, we got any comments in the chat line? Rob Gertz, what's Rob Gertz having to say?
Hi guys, looking forward to Friday night. Awesome show, last race. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, sorry to interrupt there.
That's all good.
It's
Okay.
going to happen again, so just so you know that, okay?
So we are having a pre-race party. And if you guys were out the first night, whenever we had the URSS sprints and the URSS late models, we had Touch a Truck and we're excited. So like Phil said, the fire truck is coming back, the big old ladder one. And I think they actually stuck around and watched the races.
They
from
They
up there.
did. They went
They
up in the
did.
ladder and watched.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And the SWAT team is bringing out the armored trucks, so you can get in there and check that out. I think the city's going to be there with all their stuff,
They are.
and
They are.
we've got some race cars going to be lined out up front. I think there's going to be some sweet treats ready to be handed out before the races.
The ice cream truck is coming, but it's full of popsicles. So I don't know what we
Alright.
call it the ice cream truck, but it's going to be full of popsicles. So
There we
it's
go.
coming.
We've kind of migrirated away from ice cream.
There we go. It's the sugar van.
It's
There
the
you go.
Sugar
sugar van.
van is going to.
We're going to have to rename it, aren't we?
Yeah. So between 5 and 7 o'clock, grandstands open at 5. And as you file in there, the kids are going to get a ticket, which they may need to hand off to their folks so they don't lose it.
There you go.
Because
Nick
we're
would lose it, though. So we've
I totally would.
Right.
Totally would.
We're going to be doing drawings all throughout the night. I'm going to be hanging out with you guys before the races, but then I got to go jump in my car. But the goal, just get out, celebrate summer with us. You want to race into summer. I know Hutchinson schools are getting out this week. A lot of other area schools are already out. But join in the fun. Come for our first night of IMCA racing. We're going to have 4 classes and just tons of fun. And I was thinking about it. So back in my day, I didn't get to go to the pits. Like my dad raced when I was super little.
He wouldn't let you in the pits?
Well, they didn't let kids in the pits back then.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
So
that was a thing back in the day.
God bless
No
my
kidding.
mother God bless my mother, because she sat with my brother and I and 3 of our friends and 1 of her friends, and they wrangled us in the grandstands from forever. We didn't
Well-
get to go in the pits till like we were 12 or something.
Well, I'm going to tell you, as me being young, my first place I went to a dirt track, Dodge City. Not the track it is today, the older track in the center of the town.
Yep.
And that was what my mom and dad did. They wrangled us around as we were running around everywhere.
Party stadium.
And I didn't think about that we didn't get to go to the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So parents want to help you out. I'm a parent now. And when I take my kiddos to the races, they got to come to the pits with me, but still like keeping them. So we're going to have some fun before the races. We're going to have some goodie bags, some stuff to keep them going during the races. So just come on out, because if you've never been to the races, I promise you're going to fall in love with it. So join us for Kids Night. If you have any questions, reach out to Phil or Nick. You can contact me on Facebook. And if you would like to help make this even better, maybe you want to throw in a bike or some fishing poles, think about what you want to do this summer and be able to gift that to a kiddo. Like, how awesome would that be? So we're still looking for sponsors and would love to just make this big old deal, and we'll shout your name out over the PA system.
Yeah, we're taking sponsors right up to 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's been such a good response and stuff that, we started off with thinking we could get a few of the kids free tickets, and so much money has been handed over to us to make this work. So that's why we turned it into every kid is going to be getting in free 12 and under, not 20 and under, 12 and under. I had a guy when he was at Pizza Ranch the first night. He says, "Hey, I think I'm 12 and under." I said, 12 and under what? I think he was 50, at least 50 from that part. So just be honest with your age and stuff. We want to help these kids and have fun. But I think once the kids get there, they'll enjoy it, and they'll want to come back again.
100%.
So we got some of these prizes. We got the balls. We got the bikes.
We've got
Ice cream truck or popsicle. What'd you call it again? Popsicle van?
We'll call it Sugar Shack.
Sugar Shack. Sugar Shack's
van.
coming.
And also, so I just wanted to shout out, we had one of the amazing race fans. I think he goes to almost every dirt track in the area. But Rick Ormond and his son Jacob, they brought by a bike.
It's sitting right. That's the one I saw. It's on the showroom. Yeah. So Rick and your son, thank you for that.
See, they're falling in love with racing. They've been in love with racing for a long time, and they just want to pass on, just pay it forward. So.
Yep. So again, Roy Freeman threw some cash from Egbert Liquor for free tickets. Jeremy Kane threw in some money from his company. JJ, something I can't remember now. I can look that up here real quick. They threw in some money. Hutch Towing and Recovery, he gave us some money to buy tickets, and we just had enough money that said, for what we've been doing, it's time just to let the kids in for free and have some fun from that part. So don't want to miss there. Be there at 5, so you can have enough time to play around and do the stuff on getting every one of those vehicles going to be there. Can Equip's bringing another big tractor. I hope that APAC, I've been talking to those guys. They think they have a brand new paver that's never been used yet that they think they're going to bring in. Hopefully that can get set up. I was talking to Derek this morning. They're still trying to make some final arrangements to get it there. It's got to go to Newton, so they thought it'd be pretty easy to get it there from Hutch to Newton. Pretty easy, so it'd be pretty cool to jump around on a paver.
Have you ever seen one of those things work? It's like they pour the material in it and they just start it up and drive it, and it just like makes a road.
Ain't it crazy?
Yeah, it's just like it like rolls when it rolls over, it's dirt, and then when it leaves, it's pavement.
It's crazy.
Nuts.
Okay, as we speak, Kyler's on the grader.
Yep.
And Nick and I were over there this afternoon. The track looks really good. The rain we got was just another blessing for the racetrack. So he's over there grading it right now. So I'm sure we're going to have us a great racing surface on Friday. So again, that's why Kyler's not on the camera with us or on the phone with us, because he's in that grader going in circles.
Yeah.
How many circles he's going to go in, and then he'll get on the Packer and stuff like that too.
Everybody's freaking out about the weather on Friday.
Stop looking at the weather.
Be just fine.
Stop looking at the weather. It's not going to make any difference. We made the first race with the Heartland Modifieds and the URSS Sprints. We made that happen, so we can make this happen too. So we will do everything in our power to make sure it happens and gets on time. And in the crowd, if you understand that, if it does weather rule in a little bit and we're running a little late, please have some patience. It's not that we don't want to have the show on time. We're trying to do everything we can to, but Mother Nature, we can't control her.
Nope.
Can't control her at all. She
gets a little hormonal sometimes.
Golly. It can rain every day but Friday and Saturday. How about that?
Yeah, that's right.
Rain every day you want, just not Friday and Saturday.
We'll be fine. We'll get it in.
Yeah. What do we got on
okay.
chit chat?
Dallas Bishop says howdy. Larry Epps says, I can't wait for a packed night of racing. Richard Brandt says, hello, Casey Joe.
Howdy.
Thomas McGuire, hi guys, how's it going? Nick Miller, looking forward to Friday night. So are we. There's Rick. Our pleasure. We'll see you all Friday night around 6:30. Perfect.
So he's thanking us for the bikes, what he's doing there. So, yep.
Yep.
Thank you, Rick.
Carroll Racing is getting our new car put together and be ready for Friday night racing. All right.
New car, huh?
Dallas says, stop saying the R word. I don't believe in superstition. So
No.
if it is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Get it. Okay, so basically 4 classes starting off. It's going to be a draw night because no points. And Nick, we'll have to decide how many we're going to redraw because I hate the 10 redraw.
You know what my vote is? 0.
Line them up after you race the heat race.
Heads up, man. Heads up.
We might have to, Casey
Passing
Joe.
points? We got to draw to get in. What if we get passing points?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can do that in IMCA. Can you? Well, you have to do.
I think we can do whatever we want.
Oh.
Yeah, we probably can too.
I mean,
Now, if
sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you get hosed on that draw. So it's just a toss up.
Because Nick, when I talked to Jim Standard about this, since we're not a every Friday night track, if you're an every Friday night track, I think you can do like 4 nights that you can do a redraw.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're not an every night Friday night, we can do whatever we want on that part.
Mm-hmm.
From that part, you're right, Casey Joe. I get you. Some of this racing becomes a draw luck from that part that I don't like either.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the 10 redraw. I think it's too many to redraw
Oh,
on that
100%.
side, on that part.
Way
But
too
that's their route. It's the 10 is the 10 points. So if you're first in points, you're going to start 10th. I guess I understand that, but I don't like it. They say it's better for the crowd for the racing stuff, but I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't know, Casey Joe. What would you say we should do? You want to draw, and then
depends on what I draw and where I start in the heat race. I would say either passing points or like depending on how many cards we got, maybe take the top 3 and redraw or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and like it's. I like the time trialing, but it's just at the half-mile deal. It just takes a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some ideas, I think, of how we can do it quicker.
Okay,
but
I still say I've been trying to tell Kyler too. We could put 4 cars out in that half mile and time up at one time.
Yeah,
spread everybody out. Get 2 in the backstretch, 2 in the corners, and everybody can have enough time to do 4 cars at one time. What do you think about that, Casey Joe?
I think you can do more than that.
Depends on who's on the track.
I think you can do more than that.
I get that too.
I just think it takes more time. I'd rather just get to racing, but I also it does. If you're fast and if you're consistent, it's going to put you where you need to be. And everybody's got the track changes too, though, from the first person out on the track to if you're later in qualifying. So there's so many different factors. When it comes down to it, it's just being able to click it off. So it's a great show for the fans and. And everybody has a fair swing at it too. And
the other thing I thought about too is, we could do the time trials at 6, but the problem with that is the track, with the heat of the day, the sun on the track, all that kind of stuff, and trying to get a good track for everybody to race on in the sun.
Yeah. The other thing I thought about too, and I don't know if this would work or not, but if you had let's say you have 6 or 7 cars in a heat race. Okay. And 6 or 7 cars on that racetrack, you could spread them out pretty far. Right. So, everybody draws to decide what heat race they're in or what group they're going to be in. Right. So then you roll them all out there for the heat race, but spread them all out, turn the green on, let them run 2 laps and then say, okay, and then get on the race heater and say, okay, so-and-so is the fastest. So they're going to start on the pole. Everybody run around them and then just give the lineup. And that's how they line up and we run a heat race.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that would work or not, but.
That could be organized chaos. We need to do a mic check on the receivers to make sure everybody's batteries are charged and we can listen to you.
It's all organized chaos. It doesn't matter how you do it.
That's the car business too. Organized chaos. Let me tell you. So anyway, if we had, what do we got more comments up there? What are you missing up there, guys?
Fred Cross says, thanks for letting us come out with our diecast booth and we will have free Hot Wheels for the kids. Awesome.
Fred, thank you for that. Fred and I have been texting on Facebook Messenger back and forth about that too. And so Fred, thank you for that. And we'll have a lot of people to thank after this show. Casey, you'll have to come on next Wednesday and we go through everybody that helped us out and all that kind of stuff too. And have a recap of the kids' night would be awesome for everybody to hear how it went and what we did stuff too. So plan on being here again. next
Alrighty.
Wednesday so we can recap.
I
I
can
love
do
doing
that.
those Wednesday recaps of how everything goes and how the racing went. for that
Dallas
night.
Bishop says that his money is on either you or Peyton Burkhart.
Thanks for the confidence. Last year was a great year. You know,
Yeah,
I
champ.
never, yeah, that was nice. I mean, Jake blew up the first night, so that kind of,
Well, yeah, I get
But,
it. That's racing, though.
that is racing.
You can't finish all the races. You can't win the
Right.
points. So.
Right. So, but last year was a good year. You know, we started out with a brand new car and she was good right out of the box. So we hope to build on that this year.
Yeah.
And I never ran at Hutch either. So I wasn't real fond of a half mile because the first place I went to a half mile, I was not very stellar.
That was Stockton?
Stockton. Yeah. I
Yeah.
should have unloaded the car and then put her right back in the trailer.
Sometimes
But I learned a little bit. So Hutch was different, and we learned a lot last year. And like I say, hopefully we can just pick up right where we left off and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay, everybody, gates open at 5 for the kids' night. Get your kiddos and come out. Every kid 12 and under gets in free. Got lots of prizes, lots of fun things for the kids to do for the first couple of hours. Hot laps will kick off about 6:30, 6:45. National anthem at 7 o'clock. And do we have Johnny coming?
I don't know. I think he tried to call me the other day, and I don't know that I called him back.
Craig Miller says just draw. Draw and then heads up on the heat races after that. No, next comment, Craig. What happens after the heat races? Heads up or we invert? What do we do? Need some more opinions. What's everybody want to think? How do you want to line them up after we get going? We can take some more comments and see what you got there from that part too. So
speaking of the feature races, though,
yep.
How we're going to run them. What about how we're going to start them? So everybody's going to have a ticket, and we're going to have some junior flagmen.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
So some kiddos are going to get prizes. Some kiddos are going to get to wave that green flag. How awesome is that? So
nice.
That'll be something that also.
So we're going to pick 4 different kids, right?
Yeah, 4 different kids for all the different starting deal. And depending on how we reline up, we may need some help with a redraw, and we may not, depending on how it goes.
Yep.
So lots of opportunities for the kids to get involved for sure. And Pizza Ranch was bringing some stuff out before too.
Yeah, I've lost track of everything everybody's talked to us about stuff. There's going to be so many. That's why we got to have a recap and thank everybody again. And
me too.
We'll get to our sponsor list here and again coming across the front of the deal and talk about each one of those here in just a few minutes. But yeah, there's Pizza Ranch coming. I mean, I've had so many people tell me if E&M Plumbing. It's kind of cool. We were headed to Salina last Saturday night on the way, and I got this messenger thing on Facebook, and I looked at it and said, "What do you need?" So I said, "Give me your phone number." Picked it up, and it was E&M Plumbing there in Hutchin. It's another company that we just haven't had time to get to. Nick and I go over there once a week and talk to different companies and stuff about partnerships, and it's been a fantastic response of everybody wanting to help. And it's just another company I'd thought about but just hadn't. And they're going to bring a bunch of stuff. A bunch of beach toys is what she's saying that she's going to bring. So that's kind of cool too. So I know we're forgetting a lot of people, but everybody will get some great recognition off that. We'll keep track of that.
Yep.
Everything else too, but parts.
We'll have a big sign there so you can register to win the hot tub.
Yeah.
Donna's Pool and Patio.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't forget about that. We'll get
Is
that.
the hot tub going to be there? Like
Not this
y'all
week.
talked about putting it on the stage, and I think that's maybe a no-go, but maybe the stage inside of the.
Yeah, it's good with everything going on this first race and all kind of stuff. We're just going to have a big sign with a picture of it there, and the QR code to be able to buy your tickets and stuff. And again, it's 1 for $5 or 5 for $20. And as soon as we sell 2,000 tickets, we're going to draw. We're going to take 10 people, and then bring them in and have one of the races wherever it's at. We'll have a car there with 10 keys, and 1 key is going to start the car, and whoever starts the car gets to take the hot tub with them. How about that?
That'll be
Pretty cool.
awesome.
So anyway, Brandon Barnhart, thank you for that, for Donna's Pool and Patio out of McPherson. And he's saying once we do that, he's even got more ideas up his sleeve and more things he wants to do to give away and stuff, which I think is cool. So you can jump on the Saltcity racing page. You can see the post there too if you want to buy them sooner. But that sign will be there out front for you to buy the tickets and scan your card. More comments over there, Nick. What do we got? I can't read them more here. Got to keep my eyes up.
Draw for heats and draw for inverts on feature. Let a kid draw. But how many do we invert? That's the question.
That's the question. How many?
Matt O'Connor says, give me a list of everybody and everything they're donating. I'm glad to announce it during the beginning and during intermission.
Yeah, we will,
We'll
Matt. We'll
have
have all that
all
for you.
that.
Okay, what do we left off? What are we missing? What do we got? Anything else we've left, forgot, missed?
It's not too late to donate.
There
You
you
can
go.
bring it to the track. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, some of the drivers were bringing stuff at check-in. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, we
Sweet.
still haven't answered how we're going to do it. I guess we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. You'll find out at the drivers' meeting on Friday night.
Hey, and I'm pretty sure the zoo's coming back, so maybe we'll get that lady to get the snake and scare Kyler because he's not listening right now.
Ooh,
He's not.
I heard y'all talking about he does not like snakes.
I don't really like them either, but
Maybe we should just
we're
put a
not
rubber
scaring me. We're scaring Kyler.
Maybe we should just put a rubber snake in the grater or
We
something.
need to put that thing, just put it in the water truck or something. Or in his pickup. We just let it crawl around in his pickup for a while. He'd
Just
never
my
come.
idea. I'm not going to carry out the prank.
Nice try.
I'm just gonna
Nice
throw
try.
that
It's
idea.
on air, Casey Joe. You can't hide
You're
from that one.
committed now.
Yeah, you're
Put it in a
busted.
sock, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. That's the God. I'm so bad. Kyler's not on here. All right, what did Bob Gertz say? Rob Gertz, I mean.
4, 6, 8 chips. Let somebody draw how many we invert, and then that's how many we invert.
Okay.
Maybe we do that in the drivers' meeting. Say, here's going to be, we're going to pull a dilly bopper out, and that'll be what we go off of.
We can do that too.
Because there could be some strategy. You got to know where you have to finish. 'Cause you get
I
to a
agree, you
certain
gotta know.
point, I mean, like, not that I don't want to win a heat race, but if I'm in the invert,
Well,
there
you
ain't
can't draw.
but-
You can't draw that until after the heat races. That was the thing.
Oh,
I think that's how the Outlaws do it for their pole dashes. Is instead of doing a redraw, they line them up heads up, and then they let somebody pull a pill with a, like he said, a 4, 6, or 8, and that's how many they invert to start the dash.
No, so you're saying still run the heat races, then after the heat races, pull a number that says how many we're going to invert.
Yeah. So if they've and then like basically create a feature lineup that's heads up, and then pull a pill with a 4, 6, or 8, and then whatever that pill says is how many you invert.
Okay. Well, why couldn't we do that in drivers' meetings? Everybody'd know.
Well, you don't want everybody to know,
Why not?
because like she said, then you could strategize like where you need to finish in the heat race.
I'm just saying, if the white comes out and I'm in a transfer position, I'm not going to go helling it in there to try to get one more. Like, if the door
Right.
opens, I'm going to take it. But
'Cause
I'm
if you
also
know the
going to
in-
run
right.
race smart.
Because if
tonight.
if the invert's 8 and you're running, and there's 2 heat races and you're running 4th in the second heat race, then if you run 4th, then you're going to be on the pole.
No, the invert.
Sandbagging.
No, not to sandbag it. If you're in the invert, you're going to have to redraw anyways. Are we taking the redraw out?
Well, you'd have to.
I thought the 4, 6, 8 thing, or you say, okay, we're going to draw a pill that says this is how many cars we're going to redraw out of the.
Oh, I
the
don't know.
heat
Maybe.
races.
I mean, you could do that too.
I don't know. Because the strategy would just be, hey, if I know that I'm already in the redraw,
Yeah.
why push it?
There's a million.
on-
There's a million ways.
Well, wait, we just got to decide
skin
what
this cat.
exactly how we're going to really do it and what's right and who's fair, who's not fair. But here's one thing I'll tell you: no matter what we do, it's not going to make everybody happy. It's just not going to happen.
But we'll all be on the same racetrack going after that same checkered too.
That's right.
You know,
There we
that's still my point is when we get to talking about track prep and all that kind of stuff. Because let me tell you, all I know about dirt is it's brown. At least here in Kansas, it's black in Iowa
It's red in Oklahoma.
and red in Oklahoma.
Yeah, where I come from, lots of red dirt.
Lots of red dirt. And my thing about that is we all race the same racetrack. And whether it's fair, where it's right, wrong, or indifferent, we're all in that same dirt. So it doesn't really matter. You just need to learn how to adapt your car, learn how to adapt to miss the holes if they're there or whatever
Yep.
it might be, or learn how to get out of the black or find where the moisture's at. That's part of to me, that's part of the thing of a driver to be able to pick that out of there and find out where that sweet spot is for you to go race and where it is to go.
Yep.
From that part. So, okay, everybody, Friday night, 5:00, gate open. Get your kids. Let's go have some fun, exciting. And the toys again, Jeremy Kane. What's Jeremy Kane saying?
Might be there with more for the kids if I'm able to get off work in time.
All right, Jeremy. Again, Jeremy, thank you for your huge donation. Really appreciate that, helping this be a fun event for the kids and everything else too. So in case you threw up the balls. And I got the bat. I'm keeping this bat until, going the wrong way. I'm going to keep the bat just so I got some room to bop Nick if I need to. What do you own?
And some little girls don't have a hot pink scooter to
Look at
go
that.
cruise in the neighborhood with.
Yeah.
Sweet. And I'm going to have some shirts. And I even got a pullback car. Big Corner made me some like personalized pullbacks toys. So I'm going to give one of those away.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So anything else we've left off? Anything whatsoever? Everybody be ready Friday night. And again, next Friday, ASCS 360 Sprints, another fun night. And
In
next
super stocks.
Super stock. So
If you got a super stock, come race. It's 800 to win.
800 to win. So everybody get your super stock. Come out. Let's go have some fun there. And so ASCS 360s, and then we're off until June 20th, correct?
Yep.
And that's our next IMCA night.
Yep.
Okay. There's our scheduler stuff. Be tuning in to saltcityracingllc.com. Get your tickets bought early. Nick, will we have the new sign up to scan? So then they got to go to ticket boxes to buy their tickets.
We should have, yeah.
So we're going to have a new sign that you can walk up to with your and QR code it and buy your ticket instead of having to stand in a line at the ticket office and go right through and get your ticket scanned and go into the race and try to save some more time and everything else too.
We have lots of options.
Lots of options for you to do it. So Salt City Racing LLC, get your tickets bought on time. Let's go have some fun Friday night. Casey Joe, again, I can't thank you enough for everything that you're doing to kick off this kids' night. And let's go through the sponsors. And here we go. B&B Hydraulics, our presenting sponsor, Bill Speakman and Tanner Rail. Thank you again for the great partnership.
Murphy Tractor and Equipment. Thank you for the grader and everything. We only got 5 seconds here.
I know. Evans Building, our sponsor of the USAC race, Bill Johnson and JD. Thank you.
Alan Samuels, CDJR.
Pro Value Insurance, great partnership here with Mel Hamilton Ford, and thank you again for your partnership at Salt City Racing.
BG Kansas, lots of great oil products. If you need some good oil, come see us.
Superior Boiler. Hey, I forgot about those. They're going to be there with a welder to practice welding. They're going to give away some gifts for welding. Who can weld the best weld?
It's not going to be me. Weber Auto Glass, sponsor of the water truck. Great people down there.
Richards Brother Construction, Ross and John Richardson. Thank you again for the huge sponsorship and partner of all the relationships you've helped us with in the Big Green Tractor.
Ox Materials and Andale they do some awesome concrete work. Check out the custom wall panels they made us for the back straightaway at the racetrack.
Yeah, sample oil. You see the blue fuel tank sitting there in the infield with the diesel fuel and stuff, and got to have that to keep that big tractors and all the graders and stuff running around.
Grader uses a lot of fuel. Jackson Meat helping us out with some food for our VIP nights.
Lowen, Pace Truck, all the signs you see out there in the infield and stuff, all printed by Lowen.
Construction Rental helping us out, letting us use a telehandler and those awesome extra LED lights in the infield.
Zener Electric, when we were just there today, they're putting up brand new lights on the grandstand. Zener Electric and our new track lights.
Wayland Lights, Can Equip. Yep, they provide us a tractor to pull around our picker.
And the Hutch Juco, appreciate the partnership there. We have a lot of stuff we do here at the dealership with them too. So thank you for the partnership. Oh,
Pizza Ranch, big one. They provide us all of our food for our VIP experience and kids night.
Egbert Liquor, thank you, Roy, for everything you're doing. He put a bunch of money up to give a bunch of tickets in for the kids free too.
And Central Spray Foam and Cement Lifting. Ethan Hafner sponsoring our winter circle this year. We should have that up and going this week too.
AutoZone, get in the zone.
Woodwork Manufacturing, big racing history there with the Schrock family. So thanks for helping us out.
Jim Vision coming out and doing some extra video on top of our guys to highlight a driver each race and stuff. So thank you for that.
Heartland Credit Union, another one that stepped up and helped us with our kids' night. So go get a loan from them.
Scott's Professional Landscape for the Caution Flag sponsor. Thank you, Scott.
Caution Flag sponsor, yep. And Roy's Pit Barbecue. We just eat there a lot, and it's really good.
Bob Gertz Auto, right there downtown. Hutch has been around forever. Bob has passed away here just not too long ago, but thank you for the partnership.
Frank Sell with GSD Coffee, and the next one, Allied Dent Repair. And he also sells trailers and everything else. So go check out Frank. He's opening an RC car track too.
Yes. Hutch Auto Body, Ken Hunnell, thank you again. Appreciate the partnership very much.
And Quality Body Shop sponsored those brand new gates to get on the racetrack, and check them out with their Quality Body Shop push truck.
Hutch Tony Recovery, again, he threw some money in to get some kids in for free, and thanks for coming out and pulling our cars off the track. Hope we don't have to do that very much.
And so did Tom Elliott at Elliott Mortuary. Huge race fans over there. They come to every race. We appreciate their support.
Bradbury Company always buying a bunch of tickets for the employees and stuff to have fun at. So David Cox and the group of Bradbury, thank you.
And APAC hooked us up with a water truck for all of our races, and a lot of their employees and stuff come out and watch the races.
Color by Design, I don't think we've got them tires painted quite bright enough yet, but we need to get some more white paint and get it painted.
Donna's Pool and Patio sponsoring the hot tub giveaway, so make sure you scan that QR code and get it done.
And of course, Mel Hamilton Racing and Mel Hamilton and Salt City Racing coming up on the backside. That's kind of, I guess, where they got to be, I guess.
I mean,
right, guess
somebody's got to bring up the rear, right?
Yeah, something like that. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Jeremy Kane's throwing another $200. Let's go, Jeremy. Thank you again for that. Everybody have a great Wednesday night. Get your tickets bought. Let's go fill them grandstands. Let's go have some fun. Racing into summer. Is that what you called it again, Casey Joe?
Race into summer.
Race into summer. Casey Joe, again, I can't thank you enough for everything you're doing to make this a kids' night fun and exciting for the kids. That's what it's about. Let's get these kids to have some fun. Every kid 12 and under in free Friday night. Don't miss out all the fun, exciting stuff. You might even get to see me beat Nick around in the back, maybe. I don't know.
Bring it.
Actually, there's two. There's another one
Ooh,
over there.
where's
Maybe
that?
we'll just get a jousting match going on.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need. Yeah. Everybody have a great night. See you Friday. Don't be late. Get your tickets bought. Let's go have some fun.
Let's go.